Yeah, I'm not a chef. Perfect. But thanks to Wayfair.
Something that I hold close no matter what season it is my quiet time each morning, and I wanted to share some of the devotionals that I love to read. I would say
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's Janice with Where's My Daughter, and I'm back with another video. Today I wanted to film a vlog. I don't know if it's going to be a Saturday vlog or a weekend vlog, but I figured I wanted to start it today for sure. We had breakfast this morning. We made some waffles. I cleaned the kitchen up. What else? And we've kind of just been having a really slow morning, which is something I really like to do every day of the week, but especially on Saturdays and Sundays. I just like to keep it really simple and mellow and no pressure, and I let Ezzy watch TV more, which is what she's doing right now. She's upstairs in her room having her own alone time. I was just watching some YouTube videos, and then I'm going to get into reading. I am currently reading Corrupt. I don't know if you guys can see from here. I'm blind and I don't have my glasses on, but it's by Penelope Douglas, and it's kind of like a enemies to lovers trope. I love enemies to lovers. It's my favorite to read. I don't know what it is about that, and it's really good. I'm almost done. I think I have like maybe 40 more pages to go. So today is October 8th, so we are headed to like a little birthday party today for my niece. It's actually a family friend. We've known them literally our whole lives, so they're pretty much my cousins, but her daughter, my cousin's daughter, turned 4 earlier this week, so she's doing just like a small gathering today, so we're headed there. Before we go there, I do want to stop at Target to try to grab just a little gift. Right now we are trying to like spend very minimal money because with moving we have deposits and first month's rent, and we're still paying the rent here, and it's just like a lot of money flowing and flying out of our pockets right now. So I do want to find something for her, something that she'll enjoy. So we're going to stop at Target before we head there. And let's see, what time is it? It is 11:36. It starts at 3, so we still have some time. So that's why I'm probably going to just chill out, read a little bit, hopefully finish that, and then start getting us all dressed and ready to go. Nathan actually had to work this morning. He will be finishing around 2-ish. So I kind of told him he should just meet us there. We are going to just go through with the day. I'm going to bring you guys along, and depending on how much footage I get today will determine if I just continue on till Sunday. Sunday is my mellow day. Nathan is off on Sundays, and I like to do a lot of reading on Sundays. So we'll see how the day goes. But thank you for tuning in.
Good morning.
Anyway, but thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for all the love on my last video, my morning routine, my autumn fall morning routine. So we'll get going with this today. If you're new, subscribe down below, and let's get going with the day. She just like lives for the camera, and I'm so done.
Okay, bye. I mean, two.
What dress are you wearing?
This one.
Let me see, hold it up so I can see it.
This one.
Whoa, that's pretty. We're gonna tie it in the back.
This one. It's the prettiest, and my other one, those both are the prettiest. They make 2 dresses that the prettiest.
We have 2 of the prettiest dresses.
Guys, I'm gonna wet me. Oh, guys.
Wishing you up. We're finally heading out, or getting ready to head out for this party.
I love parties today.
I'm just gonna do Ezzy's hair. It's always a struggle. This morning, I was kind of frustrated because Ezzy for the last few weeks has finally been going to sleep at night without a pull-up, right? She's potty trained. She's been potty trained for a couple years now as far as just during the day and, you know, regular stuff. But once she gets ready for bed, we always put a pull-up on her because she would have accidents. And she does well, perfectly fine during her nap time. Her nap time, she doesn't, we don't put a pull-up on her, and she never has any accidents. So we felt like she was getting close to being ready to, you know, go the night without a pull-up, which she is. For the last 2 weeks, she has had no accidents at night. She's woken up in the middle of the night and gone to the bathroom, so everything was fine, but she ended up having an accident last night, which is fine. You know, she's 4, it's gonna happen. She's not gonna be perfect, especially overnight. But I was frustrated because she tends to try to hide it from me. So this morning we're getting ready to make waffles, and she walked past me and I just smelled, you know, and I was like, did you have an accident? And then she got like timid, and I was just like, why didn't you tell me? And so she tries to hide it, which is worse because now, you know, she's sitting in it. It's like her bed, so I had to put her bedding in the wash. I actually need to transfer that to the dryer before we head out, so that at least when we get back, I can put it on her bed before she goes to sleep. But yeah, that was kind of frustrating. Just like I said, just the hiding it part. I don't know why I keep telling her she can tell me. Just let me know if something like that happens, but she still tends to try to keep it to herself. Sometimes she'll change her clothes secretly, like, it's just a whole thing. But anyway, I don't know if anybody else deals with that with their toddler, kind of learning to finally sleep through the night. So we just arrived at my friend's house. We ended up not stopping at Target because there was some traffic for whatever reason on the freeway. And so to avoid getting here all extra late, I just sent her a Target gift card instead. So now time for the fun. I'm hungry.
I'ma go too fast. I don't care about those limits, 'cause I want this to last like nothing ever lasts before. I'ma go too fast. Suddenly I feel so rich, but why I don't
Okay. Salmon.
Frequent shopper account activated. Quantity needed. Please place item in the bag. Place item. Please select popular items. Or look at quantity needed.
Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. So I decided to continue the vlog into today just because I felt like the rest of the vlog was kind of silent with me being at the party. So I figured, why not let you guys in on a little bit of our Sunday. It's not really going as planned because usually I'll make a breakfast for the family. We'll watch church online and start the day that way, but I don't know, I guess being out last night, and we didn't even stay out late, we left there around 8, so we had to get here before 9, and but me and Nathan started talking just about the plans with moving and packing and all that. Then we got into a little disagreement that lasted 50 years over the structure of my sentence that made him confused on what I was saying, and then he tried to say I was wrong when I wasn't wrong, he just didn't understand. But it was funny. Anywho, all that to say, things didn't go as planned, so this morning I just kind of made coffee, read a little bit because I finished my previous book, and then I just got back from the grocery store, so I figured we could do a little bit of a grocery haul. This is a small grocery, even though groceries are so expensive that you wouldn't tell by the price of this, but this is just a smaller grocery haul. So I went to Sprouts. I was gonna go to the farmer's market, but the one that we know of on Sunday is a good like 45 minutes away, and I didn't really feel like driving out there today, and we missed the farmer's market yesterday, so I just went to Sprouts, got what we needed for the week, and let's get into it. So I was trying to shop more seasonally. I'm trying to do that more often just to get I guess just to not always feel like you get what you want when you want it, like kind of just go with the seasons, eat what's available, local, that kind of thing. So we got some carrots. I got Ezzy some more, well everybody, some more Ezekiel bread, some more of her Soli gummy snacks. Got some raw butter. I think I told you guys that we did Azriella. That girl, all she does is yell and scream all day. We've been into raw dairy. I think I mentioned it in a vlog like months ago, but we have been doing raw dairy. It's so much better on my body, on my gut, and it's also really good for you, and I've been loving it. Our family's been loving it. So we got raw butter. We go by Raw Farm. They're based in California, so it's more like local. And then we got her just a couple of pouches. They're just good for little snacks or just to go alongside of like a lunch or something. And then I got some raw milk. I wanted to get a gallon, but the gallon they had, the expiration date was way too soon for how much milk it is. And I was like, okay, let's just get on that. We got some spaghetti squash because I think I want to do like some spaghetti squash bowls with like ground beef and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. And then I got some apples. These are the Granny Smith, I believe. Yeah, Granny Smith apples. Grab some more eggs. We've been getting our eggs from the farmer's market, but when I don't go, we like to get the Vital Farm. Pasture raised organic eggs. And yeah, they're the best. And then, got a bottle of wine. I've been out of wine for weeks and been watching The Bachelor in Paradise, actually, that just started without it. And like, so I picked up some more Merlot. I needed some more parchment paper for my sourdough baking. That's usually when I use parchment paper. Got some of the Siete Chipotle barbecue chips. Ezzy loves these, loves it along sandwiches. These are her favorite chips. And then got some sweet potatoes. You know, potatoes are in season, so I also got some honey gold potatoes. And then this is the cereal I showed you guys in my morning routine that I buy Ezzy. Really good. It is by 1 Degree Organic Foods, and this is sprouted brown rice. It's organic. The ingredients are amazing. It just has sprouted whole grain brown rice, organic coconut sugar, and salt, and a vitamin E. So it's like really good stuff. Ezzy loves it, and it tastes just like Rice Krispies. So there you go. Then grab some bananas, some of our other Siete chips, the dip chip, so good. We've been obsessed. We started getting this at Costco actually, but they don't have this one anymore. They have the regular sea salt chips by Siete, but it's not the dip chip, and the dip chip is the best. Then we needed some more hand soap from the bathroom. For the bathroom, I like to use this, I think it's Savvy Naturals. And it's supposed to be like a better hand wash, so I got that one. Got 2 onions, because you always need onions. Got some garlic. And then I got some pears, which are also in season. So I just try to get all fruit in season. And yeah, that's the grocery haul. So I'm going to put this stuff away. So, take 50. I'm going to end off this vlog in a second, but I wanted to share my fall TBR and some of the books I've read this month that I enjoyed, because I've been reading so much lately, and I kind of want to start incorporating that into my content because I love reading and I've always loved reading. But anywho, right now I am reading, I finished what is it called? Corrupt. So I finished Corrupt by Penelope Douglas. I think that's her name. Douglas. And so I started on Pen Pal, and that's by J.T. Geising. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll pull it up for you guys. But I started that this morning because I finished Corrupt this morning. As you guys saw, I was reading this morning. This is Pen Pal. I'm reading it on my iPad, but I'm also reading because I can't get my life together and I can't seem to read a thriller without having a romance accompanied, because romance is just my favorite, and I feel like romance is just more, it just keeps me in it more than a thriller, especially because sometimes thrillers can be kind of slow getting to like the suspense and whatever's going on. So it's hard for me to like, I guess, stay out of a reading slump. The last reading slump I was in August, and I read a thriller, and I feel like it just doesn't catch me like a romance does. But anyway, The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I actually picked this up from our local library. It's actually due back. I think it's due back already, and I'm like literally nowhere in it. So I need to try to read, what is it called? Check it out again, whatever. Renew it, there we go. I want to renew this so I can read this, but I'm also reading this book, The Murder Game by Carrie Doyle. This one's pretty good. I've gotten a little chunk of it in. Yeah, got a little chunk in. It's really good so far. It's starting to catch me, so I've been reading it a bit more now. But originally when I first started it, I didn't really like the writing style too much, so it was hard for me to get into it. But it finally got to a point where it's catching me because I want to know what happened and who did it and that kind of thing. And certain people are becoming suspicious that you wouldn't expect to be suspicious. So it's getting good. So I'm reading that. So I'm reading like 3 books right now. Don't even ask. I want to share the books I did read so far that I actually really enjoyed. Just getting into like the thriller fall vibes. So the first one was The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. But this one was unexpectedly good. I read through this pretty quickly, and I felt like I actually caught on to it pretty early on about what was going to happen and what was going on, but it still was a good read. I enjoyed it. I liked the writing style. The storyline was really good and different, especially for a romance. I've never read a romance like this because it involved ghosts, and it was just different, and it's good. So I recommend. I think I gave it like 4 out of 5 stars. Then She Was Gone. This book was good. It was a good book. I think my expectations were higher, and I thought something different was going to occur than what did, based off of what I read it was about before I bought it. So it just ended up being completely different from what I thought, and that kind of bummed me out because the script I had in my head I think was better than what was actually in this book. But it still was a good book. Like, if I wouldn't have preconceived notions, it would have been a good read. So recommend that. It's a little bit of suspense, a little bit of mystery, and then the ending felt complete. So recommend that one. And then I read The Guest List. This one was good as well. I enjoyed this one. Oh no, this one was good. It was a little slow in the beginning. It started off a bit slow, but it picked up about, I would say, like halfway through. It's a lot of like back and forth, going back in time and then to the present. And there's I don't know, 5 POVs. So you're kind of getting different perspectives throughout the book. And then it's a mystery, so you're trying to figure out what's going on. It was a good book. Enjoyed this one. My only nitpicking comment is that it started off a bit slow for me, but the ending made up for it. So I think I gave this 4 out of 5 stars as well on Goodreads. The books that I plan to read, but this one is We Were Liars. I don't even know what this is about. It says we live at least in the summertime on a private island off the coast of Massachusetts. Perhaps that is all you need to know, except that some of us are liars. So it's kind of like suspense, like trying to figure out what's going to happen. Even though it's talking about the summertime, anything that's like a thriller or suspense, I feel like is Halloween vibes. So we'll see. I should have started on this one, actually. This one is called The Last Woman in the Forest. It's by Diane Les Beckett. I don't know, but the cover is giving me like winter, December situation. So I'm probably gonna read this one in December. But it says, Marian Engstrom has found her true calling, working with rescue dogs to help protect endangered wildlife. Her first assignment takes her to northern Alberta, where she falls in love with her mentor, the daring and brilliant Tate. After they're separated from each other on another assignment, Marian is shattered to learn of Tate's tragic death. Oh my gosh. Worse still is the aftermath in which Marian discovers disturbing inconsistencies about Tate's life and begins to wonder if the man she loved could have been responsible for the unsolved murders of at least 4 women. Hoping to clear Tate's name, Marian reaches out to a retired forensic profiler who's haunted by the open cases. But as Marian relives her relationship with Tate and circles ever close to the truth, evil stalks her every move. Tell me that does not sound freaking amazing. I'm so excited to read this. The next one is called Girls Like Us by, who is this? Christina Auger. This is the cover. And this one says, I don't even remember what these are about because I read them when I bought them, and it's been like a few weeks now. FBI agent Nell Flynn hasn't been home in 10 years. Nell and her father, homicide detective Martin Flynn, have never had much of a relationship, and Suffolk County will always be awash in memories of her mother, Marisol, who was brutally murdered when Nell was just 7. When Martin dies in a motorcycle accident, that's her dad. When Martin dies in a motorcycle accident, Nell returns to the house where she grew up so that she can spread her father's ashes and close his estate. At the behest of her father's partner, Detective Lee Davis, Nell becomes involved in an investigation into the murders of 2 young women in Suffolk County. The further Nell digs, the more likely it seems to her that her father should be this prime suspect, and that his friends on the police force are covering his tracks. Plagued by doubts about her mother's murder and her own role in exonerating her father in that case, Nell can't help but ask questions about who killed the 2 women and why. But she may not like the answers she finds, not just about those she loves, but also about herself. And then last but not least, we have, as far as physical copy, The Murder List. So we'll see how that one goes. So those are my physical copy TBRs as of now. I also want to get It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover, because hello, it comes out on the 18th of this month, and I literally cannot wait. And then I have some books on my Kindle that are on my TBR as well. I have all these on here. Mainly the top few rows are what I want to read for fall. This one, like, tell me that's not just fall in a book. Anyway, that is my fall/winter TBR and some of the books I read. I'm gonna start incorporating them, and I'll let you guys know what I like. If you want to know more about more of what I'm reading, you can follow me on my Bookstagram at Slow Life Reads. I'll have it right here and linked down below. And I guess that'll be all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe down below before you leave out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good weekend. Bye.